Chapter 3. It's now time for the aunties and uncles to form a queue and to give the happy couple their blessing and to circle Sasha and John's heads with money before placing it on their laps. Sophia rushes up with £5 for each of them and in a typical annoying Sophia style waves her fivers several times around their heads and even once under their noses, but they just laugh and playfully swat her away. As the guests continue to bless the couple, I watch as Sophia and John gaze into each other's eyes as if there's no one else in the room. They must be really in love, though it's hard to believe Auntie Jessie could make that happen. Dad said that Auntie Jessie's matchmaking method is to keep arranging viewings and eventually she hits her jackpot. Or, and he laughed at this thought, maybe she just wears everyone down and eventually they agree to match. I think Auntie Jessie's one aim in life is to get everyone in the human race married. Sophia returns and nudges me out of my gaze. If it were me, she remarks with a sly grin, I would be counting all of my money. There must be millions of pounds in their laps by now. I realise that Auntie Jessie has noticed us standing and watching the happy couple. She laughs as she reaches over to pinch Sophia's cheeks. So, my darling Sophia, your Auntie Jessie will find you your prince before long. Should he be fat or thin, light or dark, rich or poor? I imagine myself as small as possible so she won't start on me too. It's so embarrassing. Some boys are standing nearby and I'm certain they're listening. Please don't say anything to me about husbands, I pray silently. No, Auntie, I would choose my own husband, Sophia announces proudly, and all the ladies laugh. I can see Sophia is wild about them laughing at her, so I drag her away from the group before she says something rude. Ha! What do those old ladies know? They don't know me. To them, I'm just a little girl, she shouts as I push her towards the empty corner. Auntie Jessie would need several years to prowl the whole planet to find someone good enough to marry me. I know thousands and thousands of boys who probably already told Auntie Jessie that they are desperate to go out with me. Why wouldn't they? I'm gorgeous. But I don't really need any help or any introduction. I already have a queue of boys who want to be my boyfriend. I'm a good catch. Oh, Sophia, calm down and stop exaggerating. Before I could finish, she stomps off. I'm left standing alone, not caring that she's an embarrassing little brat at times, but just grateful to have escaped Auntie Jessie's husband questions. I don't want to think about such things for a long, long time. Besides, there's school and college first, and most importantly, time to have fun. Boys can definitely wait as far as I'm concerned. Sophia, on the other hand, at just 10 years old, has already planned her fantasy wedding day. I don't want a traditional Indian wedding, she'll say. My dream wedding is me in a fairy tale ballerina dress, with millions and zillions of sequins sewn on by an army of people madly stitching for weeks and weeks. It would have a sweetheart neckline and be fluffy with a train 100 metres long. Sophia is still such a kid. She thinks being married is all about the wedding day and forgets it's really about the wedding being the first day of the rest of your life. I look for my friends. The party is going strong. Everyone is dancing and having fun, even the older people. Pushing my way through the dance floor, I find Sarah, who is giggling and whispering behind her hand, looking at the boys with the other girls our age. Isn't Sasha beautiful? Sarah gasps when she sees me. They're so much in love. I laugh and nudge her. I can't believe these girls. They just can't get enough romance out of the occasion. I spot Sophia, who has obviously forgotten about being laughed at, as she's now sat bang in the middle of the dance floor. She loves Bangla music. She knows she's not the best dancer, but watching and copying other guests, she's freestyling, screwing and unscrewing light bulbs like the best of them. Fancy a dance? I hear Davy say to Sophia. He's Sasha's gormless, weedy cousin. In your dreams, says Sophia, grabbing his arm and twisting it behind his back. Ouch! How did you learn to do that? Come on, let's have a dance, Davy pleads. Come back when you're older, she says, releasing his arm. She sees me watching her, and I shake my head at her in warning. What? She shrugs and gestures all innocently. I smell Sasha's fragrance before I see her. I turn to greet her, and we hug tightly. Sasha, you look so happy. He's so lovely, isn't he? Sasha beams. He just told me we're flying off to St. Lucia tomorrow. Only 2 weeks ago, I showed him in a magazine article the top 10 places in the world to honeymoon, and he's booked me as my surprise honeymoon present. Wow, he's such a dream. I put my hand on my forehead and pretend to swoon, Bollywood style. It's an all-inclusive resort. You know, you don't have to pay for anything. Oh, I just can't wait. He's even bought me a D&G bikini. Wow, can I come? Interrupts Sophia brightly. We ignore her and she goes off muttering something about asking Jan. I feel so lucky. I hope you're as lucky as me when your time comes. You know he's got a younger brother, Sasha teases. No way, I'm not ready to get married. Don't think I'll ever be. I won't admit it to Sasha, but just the thought of anything to do with boyfriends makes me feel shy and awkward. Well, we all say that, but one day it will happen to you. Sasha smiles, giving me another warm hug. The party is really starting to heat up when suddenly Mum appears and tells us we have to leave. Dad has some work to do the next day and wants an early start. Sophia is still in the middle of the Bhangra and whines, calling Mum a killjoy. It's not fair. There's no democracy in our family, she says, stomping her feet. But Mum stands firm. Come on, the cab is waiting outside, she says as she pushes Sophia through the crowd and towards the exit. Everyone is so very sad that we're going so frightfully early, wails Sophia dramatically. Dad is already saying goodbye to Auntie Shah when we can find him. The girls are tired and Shakar has work to do tomorrow, Mum says, and it's a bit of a drive from here back to East London. No, I'm not. Please, let's stay, Mum, please. It's not fair. No one else is going. Please let me stay for just 5 more minutes, Sophia pleads. She kind of gets her way in the end, as with all the hugs and kisses goodbye, it takes 25 minutes to escape.